Hi, it's Joe from VCAM TV Studios, and we all love Rowdy Roddy Piper.
I'd like to get my hands on him right now.
He's one of those guys that when you looked at him, you thought, is he acting or is he actually bad and insane? Some point, a bunch of TV executives must have been looking at him and said, that bat insane person, he'd be the perfect person to sell kids on the new CBS morning lineup.
Starring Roddy Piper.
So today, we're looking at the time Roddy Piper took over children's programming.
Following program was recorded at an earlier date for presentation at this time.
Our special begins with Ozzy Osbourne's straight-laced brother outside in front of a rather raucous crowd.
This is Scott Osbourne reporting from outside stage 55, where a television first has just occurred.
We're not going to have Piper's Pit.
A primetime network TV show has just been taken over by the famed wrestler Rowdy Roddy Piper.
We're going to have Piper's Tonight Show. The kilted one is here for a takeover, and I'm not talking NXT.
He has forcibly ejected the host from his own show and has seized control.
But this man comes into the studio and he says, "This is my show, I'm taking over." And he takes over.
Hey, what is everybody doing? I'm taking over the show. You can call me Ted Turner, and I run CBS. But today, call me Rowdy Roddy Piper, and you're gonna do whatever I say. No, you're not a hostage. You're a worker. Yeah, that's what you are. You're a worker. So just call me Piper and film my show for me.
Did you in fact recognize him as Roddy Piper?
Well, at first we thought it was Ted Turner.
And why are we watching a promotional special featuring Roddy Piper today? Well, this show has it all. Think nobody will wake up to promote Saturday morning cartoons?
Burt Reynolds, how's it going? Hey, it's Roddy Piper's agent calling, and Roddy is doing a special where he's promoting CBS's cartoon lineup. Would you be interested in... Hello? Hey, this is Roddy Piper's agent. I'd like to speak to the lead singer of Men Without Hats. It's about being part of a morning special for CBS to promote their cartoons. Hello? Hey, Michael Jackson, how are you? This is Roddy Piper's agent. And Roddy Piper is going to host a Saturday morning special where he's going to promote the new CBS cartoon lineup. Is there going to be kids there? I think New Edition's going to be there. Ralph Macchio, how's it going, buddy? It's Roddy Piper's agent. Would you want to be part of a cartoon special where... Hello? Downtown Julie Brown, how would you like to be part of a cartoon special hosted by Rowdy Roddy Piper? Hello? Daryl Strawberry, hey, would you want to be part of a cartoon special hosted by Rowdy Roddy... Hello? Hi, this is Roddy Piper's agent. I'm trying to get a hold of Bonnie Tyler. Yeah, hey, Bonnie, would you want to be part of a cartoon special hosted by Rowdy Roddy Piper? I mean, he is promoting rock and wrestling, and that theme song is basically the instrumental to your song Ravishing. You gotta do the... You won't do the special. Damn it, she hung up.
Think again. We got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Mom, it's that Kareem guy, Kareem Abdul-Montana.
New Edition's gonna do some music for us. Part of me is hoping that when New Edition performs, drugs are gonna fall out of Bobby Brown's pocket. It's happened before. And Pee Wee Herman. And I have a soft spot for Pee Wee Herman. I've always looked at him like a father figure. He would always say such supportive things to me.
I'm Pee Wee Herman. I love you.
And we all know it's nice to feel that loved. In fact, he invited me to go see a movie with him today. Oh, that's the movie he meant? Well, I don't want to jack it in public, so... Pee-wee will not be able to make it today. Thanks for the invite anyway. See you soon. What's that bullet? Our original host for this program was supposed to be Tattoo from the Love Boat. Oh, Tattoo's from Fantasy Island. Excuse me, being a child of the 80s, I may be inclined to make a few mistakes when discussing shows from the 70s. But you remember Fantasy Island, right? At least that's what the guys who put out a Fantasy Island movie in 2020 thought.
The plan.
Is Tattoo really the good guy in this special? Is he our babyface?
This is my show. My show. You have no right to do this to me.
He's the guy throwing hissy fits. And he's also attacking Roddy Piper verbally.
Invite Roddy Piper on my show? You must be kidding.
So if Piper wants to steal the show from this guy, I don't have a problem with it. This leaves Tattoo so frustrated, he decides to strangle an announcer. We all know Sharon Osbourne can be a little opinionated, so maybe she should tell her brother-in-law to get himself a backbone.
Good luck, Hervé. We're all rooting for you. Good luck.
How are you going to thank the guy who just physically assaulted you? Oh, the special's got more star power coming up. Patti LaBelle and the Hulkster are going to be here. If you don't believe me, this show really did have everything, including the Roddy Piper Dancers. And what a swerve! Roddy Piper Dancers never do any actual dancing. It takes 3 of them just to wipe down a suit jacket. So Paula Abdul choreography is out the window. If Tattoo was originally supposed to host a show, how were they able to hire Roddy Piper Dancers?
Oh, no, please, please, please. You know, they went and they called me.
Alright, the storyline is starting to get kind of convoluted. Did Roddy Piper steal the show from Tattoo? Or, as he says, he was the third choice behind...
Sylvester Stallone. They called Bruce Springsteen.
Really? And how would that work? Roddy Piper's agent. Yeah, my client would be interested. And what do you want him to do? Oh, he's just going to promote your new cartoons. No, you know what? I can't think of anything offensive that my client's done in the last few years. And Piper was their third choice?
They called me.
Can you imagine what it would be like if Bruce Springsteen was interviewing Pee Wee Herman? Just because I know it would be a train wreck, I would actually want to see that. And you want to know why Roddy Piper is a better talk show host than James Corden?
You got me!
James Corden will suck up to his guest. Piper will insult everyone who's agreed to do the show.
They wanted somebody that could converse with Pee Wee Herman.
But he does know his job is to sell people stuff, so he goes right into full shill mode.
I ought to show you a little bit of the movie clip The Goonies so you can really realize what a star I are.
Next out is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Abdul-Jabbar.
and Kareem acts like he doesn't even know who Roddy Piper is.
Hervé, you've grown.
I'm not Hervé.
My hot take is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has a lying problem,
Who are you?
and Roddy Piper was brave enough to call him out on it.
Funny guy. Who am I? You know who I am. I'm Roddy Piper.
Don't you hate when people just lie right to your face?
You're the guy that cheats all the time in the ring, right?
You know, it's amazing how Kareem Abdul-Jabbar suddenly knows who Piper is once he's called out as a big fibber.
Everybody has defensive lapses at some time, especially if they play by the rules, which is something you're very unfamiliar with.
These athletes have such fragile egos. Roddy Piper was just trying to offer Kareem a little critique of his game. Which brings us to a promo for the Berenstain
Bears.
Depending on where you are on the Mandela effect.
Now stand back for the test flight.
They had a cartoon? I don't remember that. Oh no.
Pumpkin seed? Special, you say?
Please, Papa. Be careful, Papa.
Yeah, the Berenstain kids know that their dad has a real seed problem. It almost tore the family apart. Not only is Kareem not able to take a joke, he also has to insult another group of people.
Oh, I don't know. That's quite a statement coming from somebody who wears a dress.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just continues being a diaper baby, and now he's throwing things. Give him a baba and rock him to sleep. He's clearly cranky. Since he won't just give up and go home, Tattoo will spend the rest of the episode looking for people to help him against Roddy Piper. Would you really want to help this guy?
Come on, help me.
Between pounding on your door like he was the police,
Anybody in there?
or just straight up demanding you do things for him?
Someone make your back.
Has he even said please once? Piper then decides, hey, let's meet some of the people in the audience. Like,
Ira Nussbaum. I'm the president of the Roddy Piper fan club.
where does one sign up for this fan club? I think, I'd be a pretty good member.
Do you have like organized meetings?
Settle down, everybody, settle down. The Roddy Piper fan club has just one more announcement. The kids' self-defense courses have been moved from Thursday night to Saturday morning.
It's not my dad.
Yes, little girl, you're right. I'm not your dad, but, you know, save all that for Saturday morning.
No!
Or when the video is done, I link it here at some point. Proving that the Hulk was always a fraud, Piper is there to entertain the kids on Saturday morning, while Hulk Hogan has to promote Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling via tape.
Why isn't he live? Well, he's in...
Hulk does keep up with continuity, though.
And I'm really proud to be on my main brother Hervey's show. They can check the Hulkster out on the Rock Wrestling cartoon.
Really, Hulk Hogan? You couldn't do a second take of that? I'm pretty sure that you just said the Rock's wrestling cartoon.
The Rock Wrestling cartoon.
Are you referring to that mashup I made where The Rock shows up with the Peanuts crew on their Halloween adventures? You know, the longer I look at Gary Owen, he looks more like somebody wearing a human mask. Or like the fake mask that came as an accessory when you bought the Ethan Hunt Mission Impossible figure.
You know, that really turns me on to see all my friends out there.
Turns him on.
Turns me on.
Out comes New Edition.
They begged me. They tried to pay me money. Finally, out of the kindness of my heart, New Edition.
To do their hit song, My Secret. AKA, Did You Get It Yet? Mom-approved jams that Dad can enjoy too. This song was so catchy that I decided I had to see what the music video looked like. And this video, it didn't disappoint me at all. It looks like West Side Story. Meets an episode of Everybody Hates Chris. And I kind of love that it randomly takes place during an 80s Laker game. Is he looking at a kid in the crowd? I got money on this game! Great! I'm about to be homeless because coach decided that the kid in the stands needs to shoot the ball. Why are we putting a kid in? Just give the ball to Magic! Give it to Magic! How come nobody bodied this pipsqueak? He doesn't deserve a high five. Can we just count how many times the supposed good guy of the special has assaulted somebody? And how many times the bad guy of the special has hugged an audience member?
My show! I'm gonna get my show back.
When New Edition is done performing,
New Edition.
they go visit Roddy Piper at the desk. Before Piper's able to interview, he needs a wine glass filled with what looks like NyQuil. You know, nobody even told me he was sick. Then these little punks try to eat Roddy Piper's food. It doesn't even belong to them.
He's trying to say that we don't get paid, and I don't understand that.
You're quick.
He is nice enough to sign an autograph for them, which they promptly rip up. They're being real disrespectful punks, in my opinion.
Disgusting, despicable. Lack of respect.
And now let's learn about the Wuzzles.
Oh yeah, well this is a clip from the new cartoon Wuzzles.
Say you're a viewer of these specials, and you're trying to gather what these cartoons are even about based on their promos. Well, if I was trying to figure out what the Wuzzles was about, I would assume that it's a combination of Fast and the Furious meets a little girl's stuffed animal collection? I wonder if you could buy a stuffed animal that looks like Vin Diesel. Roddy Piper decides this special needs a little bit more class. So we're gonna recreate King Lear. And it's way sexier than I remember it being.
What a good looking shit.
Out comes Captain Lou Albano. This is before Lou Albano became Mario.
Do the Mario! Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go! Do the Mario!
And before he told children that they'd go to hell if they did drugs.
Because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
Captain Lou Albano appears to also be a Shakespeare expert and uses a passage to insult our host.
But the Piper is a fool!
Wait a second, what does it say, Dad?
Here, right here, look!
Where?
Here, look what Shakespeare wrote! Boy, that Shakespeare knows his stuff!
And now Pee Wee Herman's here. You know, I don't think that entrance was grand enough for Pee Wee Herman. He needs something with attitude.
There's a lot of things about me you don't know anything about. Things you wouldn't understand. Things you couldn't understand. I'm a lawyer.
not anger the P.
Piper's gonna size up his opponent, and Pee-wee wants the glory.
Can I be king now?
And Roddy Piper has an apt description of Pee-wee Herman.
You're a dandy country.
You know, I just don't think Piper understands what a Pee-wee Herman is. Looking back on it, I don't think many of us understood what a Pee-wee Herman is.
Take a look at yourself. Your hair is all back. You got this silly little bow tie on. You got pants that come up to here.
Then for some reason, Pee-wee Herman takes off his shoes. Hey, did you know Pee-wee Herman invented Mr. Sacco?
Say hello to Mr. Sacco.
Bet you thought it was Mick Foley. But it wasn't.
Hello, Roddy's puppet!
Hello, P.U.
The next preview is for Muppet Babies and Monsters.
Muppets, babies, and monsters!
And this special really nails the thing I love most about Muppets.
You said you'd spend some time with me.
It's the jokes revolving around married life in an interspecies relationship.
Oh, yeah, when the show's over, Piggy.
Making you ask the deep questions, like, when will that frog boink that pig? Now I know what Muppet Babies are. I love Muppet Babies. But what are monsters? Captain Lou has decided to stick around and annoy Roddy Piper some more. Piper decides, hey, let's butter Captain Lou up.
I think that you're a tremendous individual. Why are you being so nice to me, Roddy?
Lou lowers his guard and falls for the broken chair gag. No doing the Mario for you, Captain Lou. Our next preview is for Dungeons & Dragons, and it's got all the stars. Link, Human Yoda, and Harley Quinn's grandmother. And reruns of Land of the Lost from the 70s. You know, I think somewhere on this channel, somebody might be talking about the 90s version. A Charlie Brown and Snoopy cartoon series. Why is Snoopy on crutches?
Hey, wait a minute!
And because this special couldn't be any more out there, Patti LaBelle comes out and sings the song from Beverly Hills Cop. And she dances like the floor was made out of lava. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Pee-wee Herman, and Roddy Piper are all feeling the music and start dancing. And instead of being a team player and dancing with those guys, Hervé decides that he has to keep complaining about getting his show back.
He took my show away from me. You have to help me to get it back. You will?
Piper then promises the audience one more surprise.
And Roddy reveals the truth about Cyndi Lauper.
Maybe that truth is girls don't actually want to have fun. That she doesn't see your true colors. And Goonies have never been good enough for her.
Don't talk about Lauper, honey. I'll break your face. I told you, stop talking.
I guess it's a big thing for pop divas to insult Roddy Piper, because now Patti LaBelle's doing it.
And you must not listen to his mouth anymore because he's sick.
And now a promo for CBS Story Break.
I'm Bob Keeshan, and welcome to CBS Story Break.
Featuring gruesome animal attacks and magic cats. I mean, as far as I could gather from that promo.
I asked her to come on the show. I asked Lauper to come on the show. She wouldn't come on the show. She was saying she was
Cyndi Lauper comes out, and you know, she doesn't quite look herself. And she's a little bit off, if I may say so. You know, people don't bring up how honorable Roddy Piper really is. He won't trash talk you behind your back. He invites you to his show.
How much you look like Cyndi Lauper is incredible. Do you have troubles with that? Do you have...
Oh, no. People kept stopping me in the street and asking me to sing She-Bob.
If you're in the know of what She-Bop is actually about...
Masturbation.
This all comes to a head as the real Cyndi Lauper has had enough and arrives with Tattoo to stop Roddy Piper.
What are you doing here, man? Huh?
Why don't you pick up on yourself, huh?
Piper, you gotta do us a favor and put a sleeper hold on Tattoo.
We are recording something next door with Hervé, and you'll get a real show. And you won't have to put up with this rotten, Rowdy Piper.
Oh, Hervé gets his way. He actually will get a special. It's being taped next door. CBS never aired that Saturday morning special, so I consider Piper our winner. And now everybody betrays Roddy. He just tried to host a nice kids show, and everyone's turning against him, including the announcer.
This is your announcer, leaving.
You know, some real heavy hitters helped put this on. We got Sid and Marty Krofft, but they didn't get any help from their daughter, Laura. And it was written by the guy who was a huge part of the making of Garfield and Friends. And if you really think about it, Garfield is a lot like Roddy Piper. In the comments below, tell me all the ways Garfield is a lot like Roddy Piper. If you like this video, like, click, and subscribe. If you want to see more talking about wrestling, go here. If you want to see more about TV shows, here. If you just like me in general, subscribe and check this link out. Has all the stuff. If you comment on older videos, you are way more likely to get a response. But comment on this one too, because apparently that's how the message gets spread. I don't know. I don't work for YouTube.